Welcome ladies and gentlemen to our YouTube channel, and I want to appreciate you so much for the support you always offer to this channel, because if it was not a support, then this channel could have not reached to where it is as of now. And to the new subscribers, I want to appreciate you also. Continue staying tuned for more political updates at our YouTube platform, Zion Kenya TV. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to divert our political attention to Western region. As Edwin Sifuna have been exposed by Fedenis Barasa, the Kakamega governor. And we are seeing political clash between Edwin Sifuna and the Western people. That there is a wrong letter which comes from Edwin Sifuna's administration, more so in the ODM party, to the MCAS. And the Kakamega governor is coming out with more details on Edwin Sifuna evil secret to his political ambition in 2027. And as I normally say, ladies and gentlemen, that politics is always well planned, drafted or plotted for any politician to achieve whatever he or she wants. So Edwin Sifuna have been caught red-handed on how he plans things and on how he wants things to work for him. That he wants to form his political basis in Western region. And according to Barasa, Fedenis Barasa, is saying that he knows Edwin Sifuna as much as he can, and how he plans his thing, and how he wants his things to work. And in fact, he have condemned Edwin Sifuna on his move in politics. And he's saying he have consulted even the former Prime Minister. If that letter is true, he have been told it is not true. He have consulted the other people from Azimio coalition, or even in the ODM party, and you have been told that this is a very wrong letter. In a video captured where he was accompanied by the MCAS, they condemned this movement, that Edwin Sifuna want to divert the attention and vie for the Kakamega gubernatorial seat. I don't know if it is going to be possible, and I don't understand whatever is taking place here. Let us listen to the governor speaking, and also other MCAs revealing the secret which is now being done by Edwin Sifuna.
Karibuni sana for these press statements, where I'm joined by Azimio, majority Azimio County Assembly members of Kakamega County, and we want to address a letter that was issued by the Secretary General of ODM, Senator Edwin Sifuna, purporting to make changes to the majority party as co-coalition leadership in Kakamega County. We have taken exceptions with that letter because, number one, the letter is purporting to suggest that there was a meeting of Azimio County Assembly members, and one of the things which has come out very clearly is there is no evidence of a meeting of Azimio County Assembly members to deliberate on the subject matter of making changes in the office of the majority leader. Number two, I've written a letter as head of government and the chair of ODM to Bwana Senator Edwin Sifuna, for him to clarify to us before even the speaker takes any action. Number one, to provide evidence on who notified the Azimio members of the alleged meeting, because as per the standing orders, that meeting is supposed to be convened and notification to be done by the majority whip. The majority whip was not in the picture of the alleged meeting. That's number one. Number two, we want the Secretary General to provide the resolutions of that meeting and the attendance list of the fellows who purportedly voted to remove MCA of Marama Central, who is the majority leader of the House, CPA Philip Maina. We have also asked the Secretary General to provide evidence of the resolution, and more importantly, what is even more annoying, the grounds of removing the majority leader have not been cited anywhere. As the head of government, I was not consulted, and this is pure witch hunt, political witch hunt, if I can put it that way. And I want to request the party leadership of Azimio to take charge so that we...
That is how they were speaking. And we want to ask ourselves, what is the aim of coming back of Mutahi Kagwe? Because in politics, nothing happens with no reason. So today's analysis, we want to articulate and come out with a resolution. What are some of the objectives? Why were they saying these words? So these are the questions we ought to ask ourselves. When it's come to the leadership of President Ruto, indeed he has failed. Let's accept it. But human failures are always it's always being portrayed because we don't always take advice. But if we've been given advices, we accept, we digest, then we come out with a resolution on how to solve the problem. And that problem is what matters. And that is why I begin by saying people like Mutahi Kagwe are eligible enough to give President Ruto advice. People like Peter Munya, they are very much prominent leaders in the country. And I've realized that these people are always very jealous after President Ruto had actually outsmarted them. Before I carry on with this more analysis on this remarks, if this might be your first time watching me at Zion Kenya TV YouTube channel, I request you just take a 1 second and click that subscription button and subscribe to our YouTube. After you subscribe, like this video, watch, share and give us your opinion. And to the members plus the new subscribers, I want to appreciate you and acknowledge you for the great support you always offer to this channel, because if it was not your support, then this channel could have not reached where it is as at now. Thank you very much and continue with the same spirit. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to divert our attention on this Mutahi Kagwe and Peter Munya's remarks. As I said, for sincerely speaking, these are the people who can advise President Ruto. And I've been observing the people who used to work with the ex-president Uhuru Kenyatta. They are always against Kenya Kwanza administration. They pretend in public, and they convince Kenyans with bad thoughts, and even Kenyans reach to an extent of now blaming the government too much. In fact, I've realized that they're the ones who are planting evil thoughts on Kenyans. Rather than to come out in public, yes, they have authority to condemn the government. I agreed with that. But the worst mistake they are doing is that they cannot sit down and talk to each other to come out with a resolution on how to solve the problems affecting our country. These are the same people who are not even ready to listen to each other. The reason why I'm saying this is that as much as the President Ruto has the legal advisors who advise him in State House, the people like Mutahi Kagwe, are also eligible enough to advise President Ruto. He have failed. That is true. But what are the resolution factors to be considered for us to achieve our Vision 2030 or our contribution? So Mutahi Kagwe's remarks is taking us to the basis of political analysis. Number one is that Mutahi Kagwe is coming out and saying this government is overtaxing Kenyans, which is true. Where was he when this taxation was being implemented? They were aware of this. They were aware and very much aware of this. These are statespeople. These are statesmen. Peter Munya is also a statesperson. Mutahi Kagwe is a statesperson. So they are aware of whatever is taking place in State House. And if they knew that this taxation will affect Kenyans, why couldn't they advise President Ruto on the factors to be considered? What of education? So these politicians, they are always fond of convincing Kenyans because they have realized you are easy to be convinced, and they will come out with more lies for you to go against whatever the government is doing. I don't want to say that this is a bombshell, but I want to say that it's a kind of a breaking on both sides of Kenya Kwanza administration and also on the other side of Mutahi Kagwe and Peter Munya. Now, we want to also ask ourselves, what is the coming back of Mutahi Kagwe? Number one, I'm seeing 2027 a political force from central Kenya. And somebody somewhere is being endorsed. Is being endorsed to form a very political strong wave to fight back President Ruto when it comes to 2027, which is good, because our country is made of full freedom of expression, and any person deserves to vie for any leadership in the country, as long as it's well eligible enough, qualification on the education, or the requirement, a maximum amount required. But Mutahi Kagwe, nobody could have believed, is coming out with such kind of a political way. These are the people who are to advise President Ruto and tell him the truth. Peter Munya is also among the people who can advise President Ruto. He can even advise the current opposition. And that is it. That is the reality. So whether they like it or not, that is the truth. They must accept it, and they must carry on with these mistakes. Ladies and gentlemen, if I'm wrong on this analysis, you are free also to give me comment or your advices at the comment section. But for now, what can you say on the fireworks of Peter Munya and Mutahi Kagwe coming out in public and attacking Kenya Kwanza administration, yet they have authority to advise the president? They have authority to give out their expression, their mandate, or their work experience in the government. This marks the end of our analysis. Bye bye, as you hope to meet on another political discussion. Thank you very much for listening to me.